Hello everyone. I would like to share two short stories today. The first one is a hairpin and his cultivation. Since ancient times, cultivation has been a very serious matter. No matter how long a person has been practicing, even a single improper thought can derail their path, and all previous efforts, no matter how well they have cultivated, will be wasted. There's a short story in Buddhism about a practitioner who lost the opportunity to practice because of a hairpin. This practitioner lived in the mountains and was very diligent. Through cultivation, he gave up desires for fame, self-interest, and lust. One day, a beautiful lady approached him and asked to stay in his cottage for a night. The practitioner allowed the woman to stay inside while he slept outside in the courtyard. Shinsuke was no longer affected by lust. He was not moved, and nothing dishonorable happened that night. The next morning, the lady thanked him and left. Noticing that she had left a hairpin on her bed, he thought, I don't care about the money, but I can keep this hairpin and give it to someone in my family. As soon as he picked up the hairpin, the practitioner realized that he had just broken the precept on greed. He quickly stepped out of the cottage and saw the lady walking in the distance. She had already resumed her original form as a Bodhisattva Guanyin. By the time the practitioner realized that everything that had transpired was set out by Bodhisattva Guanyin to test him, it was too late. He had lost his chance to be saved from the human world, and it was impossible to know if and when he would have another chance. The second story is the three young monks' test. During the Northern and Southern Dynasties period, Lingju Temple was home to three monks who wanted to seek Buddhist sage. They heard that Mount Wutai was a famous Buddhist mountain and decided to travel there in hopes of finding a Buddhist sage. After trekking through many forests, they exhausted their food supply, but they didn't give up. They were determined to meet the Buddhist sage, even if they had to eat leaves to sustain their lives. They traveled like this for 3 months. One day, as they were resting under a tree, the monks saw a tall man in the distance walking toward them. Light radiated from his body. The monks quickly approached him to pay their respects. To their surprise, he promptly left after cursing and insulting them. But the monks continued to follow him for a long time. Colorful clouds suddenly appeared in the sky, and the Taoist revealed himself amidst the clouds. He called out to the three monks and took them to a stone cave. Several paces into the cave transformed into a different world, a beautiful place where shining pearls hung in the sky. Knowing they had entered a magical realm, the monks asked the Taoist to save them. The Taoist took up wine and said, Drink the wine, and then I will teach you. We are Buddhist disciples, so we cannot drink wine, the three monks replied. Upon hearing this, the Taoist was unhappy. He said, You won't become immortals if you don't drink the wine. Although we wish to become immortals, following the rules set by Shakyamuni is the most important. If you force us to drink wine, then we will have to bid you goodbye, the three replied. As they were about to leave, the Taoist asked them to stay for the night. Each monk chose a cave to stay in. That night, several beautiful ladies entered their caves as they were sleeping. All three monks ran out of the cave quickly without looking back. 10 miles later, they were greeted by a flying boy. He told the monks, The Taoist you met is actually a Buddhist sage who was testing you. He is honoring your wishes and asked me to give each of you a medical pill. 3 monks ate the pills, and immediately they flew into the sky. Afterwards, they returned to Linju Temple to bid farewell to the other monks, setting out on their own quest. The 3 monks continued to wander about, but no one knew where they went. These 2 stories remind us that cultivation is a profoundly serious endeavor. There can be no room for negligence, lest all prior efforts be lost. As a practitioner, every encounter in your life may be a test. Seize every opportunity, hold fast to every thought and intention. Only then will success be within reach. Thank you very much for listening to the story. More touching stories will be ready for you if you just subscribe it. Thank you again.